Welcome to White Tarot, where the reader is bubbly and covered in fur. But don't worry about it. I have a lot of fur babies. Stuff like that happens. I cannot escape it. So, anyway, today I am going to be working on the October second half readings for all zodiac signs. And currently we are on Gemini. So, my Gemini friends, what have we been up to? I believe the last time I checked in on you, we were thinking about mortality. The world. Endings and new beginnings. And the Two of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Okay. Death. All right. And the Two of Cups. Ten of Wands. Huh. Nope. Try again. If it's meant to come out, it will. Ten of Cups. And the Hierophant. Son of Wands. And the Daughter of Pentacles. Tower and the Son of Swords. Okay. This feels like it belongs over here. We just went through a hell of a time, haven't we? We went through eclipse season, the slower moving planets changing signs for the first time in what, decades? We're looking at change on a world level. The whole world is changing. The way we operate is changing. And I've been saying that for the last 4 or 5 years now, that we are headed into a world in which we are operating from the heart. And so it's going to be a very difficult time for people who have detached from their hearts. Now is a time that is calling for people to have a strong connection with their heart compass. It's the people that remember what they wanted to be when they grew up. It's the people that have dreams, not goals, that are ironically going to make it through in the world that we are heading into. I know it doesn't look like it right now, with the way our political landscape looks like, with the way that, to find a job anymore, at least an office job, it's like you have to survive all this corporate jargon where people are using so many words to say nothing. It's shallow and it's hollow, it's empty, and it's not fulfilling. But we're heading into a world that demands authenticity. And that's also why I do what I do, trying to get people prepared for that, trying to get people to get back in touch with their inner child. And that's what I'm seeing in your cards here. That's why I'm going on this rant. Son of Swords, Tower, the world. It's like a tower moment came in and shook you into an ending and the beginning of a new cycle. But the world card, if you look at it, it's built on layers, just like Earth is. It's built on layers. And every time a new layer forms, the previous one doesn't just disappear, it gets buried under the new landscape. And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at things becoming obsolete. And with the advancements in AI, there are a lot of areas in which humans are becoming obsolete. But what not enough people are talking about is the way to combat that isn't to fight AI like an AI. It's not to fight to the strengths of AI. It's to fight as a human being with your own unique, irreplaceable talents and skills. The way to win this, the way to stay relevant in a world that we built that is making us obsolete, is to fight back with the only thing that we have, and that's heart. It's almost like I'm watching you struggle to fight the change, to try to beat the times, when there is a better way to navigate through this that isn't as hard as we think. The solution is heart. I say that because I see the Two of Pentacles here that's juggling, trying to make decisions and choices. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is about renewal, hope, recovery, resurfacing from the dark as something new and different, along with the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups isn't just about romantic relationships. The Two of Cups is about intimacy. The Two of Cups is about unity, opposites attract kind of energy. It's about vulnerability. It's about connection. Daughter of Pentacles, Son of Wands feel like small investments of passion and material. I felt that those linked with the Two of Cups. It's about putting your coins into connection, into what makes us human, into the inherent intimacy that comes with being human. Because if we try to get on the trends right now, if we try to do what's popular right now in an ever-changing world where trends move through so fast now, it's only going to turn into a Ten of Wands situation. The key is to be different. The key is to be the rock in the river, to have something that will stand the test of time, something that can only be found with you. And that's why now it's more important than it's ever been. That's why now even the astrology, the stars and the planets are lining up to change us on fundamental levels, because we have to change, but not in the way that you think. We have to step out of the rat race. We have to step away from the fake networking, the fake connections, the shallow, hollow corporate jargon. We need to step away from all of that and look back at each other, human to human, mano a mano. We have to find our authenticity in all of this, not just join the crowd, not just go along with the tide. We have to find ourselves in this, because it is as ourselves that we will build a future that is meant for us. If the AI wants to take our jobs, let them. Let them do the jobs that we never liked doing anyway, so that we can go back to the shit that we like and actually care about. Because with this death and rebirth, I'm seeing the Hierophant, and that's about spirituality. It's also the marriage card, but it's about deeper knowledge, higher wisdom, spirituality. This is a path that is more aligned with our souls. Ten of Cups, emotional abundance and fulfillment. On the other side of the way that we are changing now, the way that we are returning to our core selves and finding, unearthing the authenticity in our souls, the ways in which we are changing now is going to bring us emotional fulfillment. Because if we navigate this right, we can create a world in which we have the time and the resources and the availability to do the things that our souls have always called us to do. It'll be about thriving, not surviving. But to do that, we have to fight back. And I don't mean shutting AI down. I don't mean resisting the change. I mean standing our ground in it, not demanding to stay relevant as we are, but rather becoming something that is worth standing our ground for, creating new relevance in an ever-changing world, one that will stand the test of time, one that cannot be fought because it is in a league of its own. That's what we're talking about. So I have been telling people for about half a decade now then if you don't remember what you wanted to be when you grew up, now is a good time to think about it. Think about it again. Unearth those dreams, because we are going to need our humanity now more than we ever have. Humans are resilient. We are resilient creatures. We're probably worse than cockroaches. We have survived so many things, and we have adapted to different climates all over the world. But we are facing a change that we have never faced before. But I guess that's what change is. But this time around, it's not about building new machines to combat heat or cold or extreme weather. It's not about politics. It's not about war. We're not building weapons to fight this one. No. This change that I've been talking about for the last 4 or 5 years, this one requires us to develop love. This one requires us to develop authenticity. This one requires us to remember our dreams, not our goals. This one requires us to be more human than we've allowed ourselves to be in a long time. So if you, in your personal life, are facing a situation in which you are struggling to keep up with the times, here's your advice. You're not meant to. You're not meant to follow these trends. You're not meant to go the way that everyone else is going. Right now is a time for you to find your unique voice and use it. Well, if you liked what you saw here today, Gemini, please feel free to like, share, comment to help me out with the algorithm, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you get notified every time I post a video. And Cornelius the Corn Snake and I will see you in the next one.